If dogs are our best friends, cats are more like our roommate, who's usually pretty chill but sometimes throws up on the carpet for no reason. Gross. We haven't known cats for as long, but they've quickly managed to infiltrate every part of our lives. But how did we domesticate them? Did we domesticate them? Are they domesticating us? The answers today on Tinyverse. Hello, citizen. Today's tale will be about cats. Humans and cats have an interesting relationship. Since the dawn of the internet, cat pics have flooded forums and inboxes all over the world, taking over our bandwidth just like this one is taking over my desk while I'm trying to do a show. We've got hundreds of breeds of dog, ranging from the size of a rabbit to the size of a pony. But with cats, there's relatively little difference between breeds. They're all about this big with roughly the same face shape, but some have long hair and others have no hair. Other than that, they look pretty much like the Near Eastern wildcat that they're descended from. Considering our success breeding so many different kinds of dogs, why haven't we done the same with cats? Like, why haven't we got cats pulling sleds? For one, we don't have as much history with cats as we do with dogs. Our relationship with dogs goes back 30,000 years, but cats only started hanging around 10,000 years ago, once we started farming. Storing crops attracted a lot of rodents, looking for an easy meal. They got into our stockpiles and made themselves at home. Of course, it wasn't long before the cats showed up. They tracked these mice back to our grain stores, and then the claws came out. Cats have stealth, quick reflexes, natural weapons, and have 6 times our night vision. They made a meal out of those vermin. We appreciated their services and their cute little ears, so we gave them shelter and food, and they'd help us with our mouse problem. This was how humans and cats began their long relationship. They would come and go as they pleased. If you have an outdoor cat, then you know this hasn't changed much. Where dogs evolved to seek our approval, cats just kept doing their own thing. See, cats didn't really fit the mold of what we usually look for in a domestic animal. Typically, we domesticate animals that we can keep in confined spaces and ones that will eat anything you put in front of it. But perhaps more importantly, we do best with animals that have a social hierarchy, like dogs and cattle. We assert ourselves as leader and they fall in line. But cats are solitary animals, and they definitely don't tolerate confinement.
Who seeks to confine mittens?
What? No, not me.
Carry on, human.
Great, now the cat lords are interrupting my show. The cat lords didn't conquer the internet in this timeline? Oh. Cats' social lives are complex. As kittens, they meow to get mom's attention, but as they get older, they communicate with each other through facial expressions, body language, and smells they leave behind. Adult feral cats don't even meow when there's no humans around, but house cats realize it's the only way to let their humans know that the litter box is a mess. Cat worship has a rich history in human culture, especially among the Egyptians. 3,000 years ago in Bubastis, there was a great temple to the cat goddess Bastet. Cats would flock there from all around and get fed by the temple priests. It was the place to be.
Let me in. I want to see if his mouse was bigger than mine. You can clearly see that I'm looking here.
Of course, their numbers could get out of control, so sacrifices had to be made. When cats died, Egyptian families would shave their eyebrows to signify the loss, which makes it very difficult to emote.
We're sad.
Oh. 2,000 years ago in Egypt, a Roman was lynched by an Egyptian mob for accidentally killing a cat, and not even the pharaoh could talk them out of it. As time went on, cat worship continued, but by the 12th century, the Pope had had enough. They discovered a cult that worshipped the devil in the form of a black cat. This led Pope Gregory IX to decree that Satan himself was half cat, that he can morph into a cat, and for the love of God, they should be killing cats. So people did. And this continued for 200 years into the bubonic plague. Everybody was convinced
it's those damn demon cats spreading the disease. We haven't been killing enough cats.
Of course, it was actually being spread by the rats, and without cats around to hunt them, the plague raged on. But today, there are more than 500 million cats. Some of them are drifters, eating scraps and going from town to town. Some of them run cafes where humans come in to pet them. Some of them share their houses with a human family. But a lucky few get to be internet celebrities. You know what? That made me feel a lot better. The internet is a better place with cats, and maybe they will take over one day. But I, for one, welcome our cat lords.
The enhanced toxoplasmosis is working. We have control of the host.
The Tinyverse will be ours.
Hey guys! Okay, so in case you missed it, toxoplasmosis, it is a disease that is caused by a parasite that breeds inside cats' stomachs, and it causes mammals like rats to be attracted to cats, specifically their urine.
We really hope you learned a lot about the history of cats. We also created another video about the history of dogs, to just in case you're a dog person. So if you want to look at that video, click on Nate's face right here.
You clicked it?
Some time. But if you haven't clicked on it yet, what you can do is hit the like and subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell to get notified on the next video that we put out.
We got a lot more videos coming out soon about science, technology, history, and the nature of the universe. So hit us up in the comments, let us know what kinds of videos you might like to see, and we'll see you guys on the next Tinyverse.
See you later.